You've probably been told that eggs are the ultimate source of protein, but what if I told you there's a cheese that quietly beats eggs, gram for gram in pure protein power? Most people have no idea, and for adults over 50, this could make a real difference. As we age, our muscles naturally shrink, our digestion slows, and our ability to absorb protein drops, even if we're eating healthy foods like eggs every day. According to research from the Cleveland Clinic, older adults often need more protein, not less, to maintain strength, energy, and balance. In this video, you'll discover 5 cheeses that pack more protein than eggs, and how to use them wisely for strong muscles and lasting vitality. Stay until the end, because one surprises almost everyone over 60. Comment yes if you want more videos like this. 5. Cottage cheese. The hidden protein giant. Most people walk past cottage cheese without giving it a second thought. It looks plain, it sounds simple, and it certainly doesn't have the glamour of fancy imported cheeses. But behind that quiet appearance hides one of the most powerful protein sources available. One that actually contains more protein per calorie than eggs. For anyone over 50, that fact matters more than you might think. As the years go by, our muscles begin to change. We lose a bit of strength, a bit of balance, and sometimes even confidence. This gradual loss, called sarcopenia, can start as early as midlife. And it's sneaky, because you often don't notice it until climbing stairs feels heavier, or carrying groceries takes a little more effort. Protein is the single most important nutrient to slow that process. But as we age, our bodies face a double challenge. We not only need more protein, we also absorb less of it. Digestion slows down, stomach acids weaken, and enzymes that once broke down protein efficiently become less active. In other words, even if you eat the same amount of protein as you did at 30, your body may be getting less benefit from it at 60 or 70. That's where cottage cheese quietly shines. 1 cup of low-fat cottage cheese offers around 27 grams of protein, more than 4 large eggs, yet it's soft, hydrating, and gentle on the digestive system. According to research from the Harvard School of Public Health, its main protein, casein, digests slowly. That means it keeps releasing amino acids for hours after eating, providing your muscles with a steady supply of nourishment all day or all night, if you enjoy it as an evening snack. For older adults, that steady release is like giving your muscles a quiet, continuous hug. It helps maintain strength, reduce overnight muscle breakdown, and support recovery after even light physical activity. Let's make this real. Eleanor, age 68, had always believed eggs were the gold standard for protein. She'd have 2 scrambled eggs every morning and thought she was doing everything right. But when her physical therapist suggested swapping them out a few times a week for half a cup of cottage cheese, something interesting happened. Within a month, her afternoon fatigue began to fade, her recovery after gentle yoga improved, and she felt more satisfied, with fewer sugar cravings between meals. Another overlooked benefit of cottage cheese is its water content. It's nearly 80% water. That means every serving not only provides protein, but also helps with hydration. And that's crucial, because our natural sense of thirst diminishes with age. Mild dehydration can quietly sap energy and make joints feel stiff. Cottage cheese delivers moisture and nutrition together, in a form that's easy to digest. Of course, not all varieties are equal. Some are high in sodium, which isn't ideal for blood pressure. The good news, there are low sodium and no salt added options that give you all the protein with less salt. And a few brands even include probiotics, the same friendly bacteria found in yogurt, which can improve gut comfort and reduce bloating. If you're wondering how to make it taste good, try this. Mix half a cup with sliced strawberries or cucumber, add a touch of cinnamon or cracked black pepper for a savory twist. It's creamy, refreshing, and keeps you feeling full for hours without spiking blood sugar. Cottage cheese earns its place at number 5 for a reason. It's not exotic, it's not expensive, and it's not trendy, but it's a quiet powerhouse. Think of it as a steady, trustworthy friend for your muscles. You can enjoy it at breakfast, as a snack, or even as a light evening meal. Here's the bottom line. Cottage cheese isn't just a diet food. It's a muscle-preserving ally for anyone. Over 50, it helps you stay strong, hydrated, and energized one simple, creamy spoonful at a time. 4. Parmesan, the muscle strength secret. If cottage cheese is the quiet achiever, then Parmesan is the seasoned expert, firm, confident, and packed with hidden strength. It may not look like a muscle food, but ounce for ounce, Parmesan contains almost twice the protein density of eggs. Just a small sprinkle can deliver a surprisingly powerful punch. Most people think of Parmesan as just a topping, something you shave over pasta or salad for flavor. But for adults over 50, it can become a remarkable source of concentrated nourishment. Because as we age, our appetites often shrink, smaller portions, smaller meals. Yet our bodies still need high-quality protein to protect our muscles and bones. That's why Parmesan's intensity matters. You get more nutrition from less food ideal when your stomach says I'm full before your body says I've had enough protein. Here's something few realize. A single ounce of Parmesan offers around 10 grams of protein. That's roughly the same as 1.5 eggs. Yet it weighs far less. It's almost pure protein, and it's naturally rich in calcium and phosphorus, two minerals that strengthen bones and help muscles contract properly. According to the Cleveland Clinic, calcium and protein work together like a lock and key to support balance, coordination, and energy during movement. And that's not all. Parmesan is naturally low in lactose because of its long aging process, usually 12 to 24 months or more. That makes it gentler on digestion, even for people who find milk or softer cheeses uncomfortable. The aging process also concentrates nutrients, giving you more protein and flavor in every bite. Let's put this into perspective with a real-life story. Harold, 72, had started losing muscle tone in his arms. His doctor told him to eat more protein, but large meals felt heavy, and he didn't enjoy protein shakes. One day, his granddaughter made him a simple lunch, a bowl of roasted vegetables, olive oil, and a light dusting of fresh Parmesan. He liked it so much, he began adding it to soups, salads, even eggs. Over time, that tiny addition made a real difference. His grip strength improved, and he said his afternoon fatigue wasn't as sharp. It wasn't magic, it was consistency. Just a few grams of extra protein, day after day, in a form his body could handle. That's the beauty of Parmesan. It fits naturally into the foods you already enjoy. Sprinkle it on warm vegetables, mix it into an omelet, or add it to a bowl of brown rice for depth and richness. Because it's aged, the flavor is bold, so a little goes a long way. You don't need big portions to get the benefit. If you're concerned about sodium, choose grated fresh Parmesan instead of processed shaker versions. The real cheese contains less salt and no fillers, which makes it friendlier for your heart. And since the flavor is stronger, you'll likely use less of it anyway. Now, here's why Parmesan earns the number 4 spot. While it's not as hydrating as cottage cheese, it offers something equally valuable: protein density. It gives you more nutrition in a smaller, easier-to-eat form, perfect for seniors with smaller appetites. And that calcium-protein combination, it's a quiet powerhouse for maintaining both muscle and bone strength, especially in the 60s and beyond. Here's the bottom line. Parmesan isn't just a garnish, it's a muscle strength secret hiding in plain sight. A little sprinkle on your meal could help protect your strength, your posture, and your independence, all through one of the world's oldest, most flavorful cheeses. 3. Swiss cheese, the gut-friendly powerhouse. There's a reason Swiss cheese has that signature pattern of holes, and it's more than just looks. Those tiny air pockets are the result of natural fermentation, a process that not only gives Swiss its unique flavor, but also creates one of the most digestive, friendly cheeses you can eat. For older adults, that gentle quality is pure gold, because as the body ages, digestion slows down, and the gut microbiome, the community of good bacteria inside us, tends to lose balance. That shift can lead to bloating, irregularity, or a general sense of heaviness after meals. But Swiss cheese, made with live bacterial cultures, can actually support healthier gut environment while still delivering impressive protein levels. Here's the surprising part. Ounce for ounce. Swiss cheese offers around 8 grams of protein, nearly identical to eggs, but with added probiotics that eggs simply don't provide. And unlike many cheeses, Swiss is naturally lower in sodium, making it friendlier for older adults watching their blood pressure. According to the Harvard Health Letter, fermented dairy products like Swiss can help nourish beneficial gut bacteria, which in turn support better nutrient absorption and even mood stability. That means the protein you eat may be used more efficiently, exactly what the aging body needs. Now, let's bring this to life with a story. Richard, age 74, loved cheese but often avoided it because of digestive discomfort. His daughter introduced him to a small block of Swiss, sliced thinly over whole grain toast with tomato. He was hesitant at first. Cheese had always made him feel bloated, but within a few weeks of swapping his usual cheddar for Swiss, he noticed a difference. Fewer stomach upsets, more comfort after meals, and surprisingly, more energy in the afternoons. That's the power of easy-to-digest protein combined with natural probiotics. Swiss cheese also brings another hidden advantage: vitamin B12. It's one of the best cheese sources of this essential nutrient, which supports nerve health and helps prevent the fatigue that often sneaks up with age. Since B12 absorption naturally declines after 60 bounces, getting a little boost from foods like Swiss can make a real difference in maintaining alertness and balance. And let's not forget flavor. Swiss has a gentle nuttiness, rich yet smooth, that pairs beautifully with vegetables, eggs, or even apple slices, because it melts evenly. You can use a thin layer on sandwiches or melt it over steamed broccoli for a satisfying, protein-rich side that feels like comfort food. For best results, look for naturally aged Swiss, rather than pre-sliced processed versions. The real, naturally fermented varieties retain more nutrients and beneficial cultures. A small piece, about the size of your thumb, can give you around 8 grams of protein, enough to support muscle repair after light activity or a morning walk. Why does Swiss sit proudly at number 3 on our list? Because it delivers a rare trio: high-quality protein, gut-friendly bacteria, and gentle digestibility all in one. It's a balanced, senior-safe choice that doesn't just feed your muscles, but also nurtures the system that helps you absorb what you eat. Here's the bottom line. Swiss cheese isn't just for sandwiches. It's a quiet helper for your gut, your muscles, and your overall energy. For adults over 60, that means more comfort, fewer digestive worries, and better use of the nutrients your body works so hard to get. One small slice can truly do more than it seems. 2. Ricotta, the gentle muscle builder. If there's one cheese that feels like comfort itself, it's ricotta. Soft, creamy, and subtly sweet. It's often seen as a dessert ingredient or something to layer in lasagna, but for adults over 50, ricotta can be one of the most powerful and gentlest protein sources available. Here's why. Ricotta is made from the whey left over after making other cheeses, the same kind of protein that athletes use in shakes. But unlike processed powders, ricotta delivers whey protein in a natural, food-based form that's much easier on the stomach and rich in essential amino acids your muscles need to repair and stay strong. A half-cup serving of ricotta provides around 14 grams of protein, more than 2 large eggs, along with calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin A, all in the soft texture that's kind to aging digestion. For older adults, that combination is powerful. As we age, the digestive system becomes more delicate. Heavy, dense foods can feel uncomfortable, while protein powders can cause bloating or gas. Ricotta's light, creamy structure makes it one of the most easily digestible sources of complete protein you can find. According to the Mayo Clinic, whey protein supports lean muscle maintenance, especially in older adults who combine it with light resistance activity like walking or yoga. And because ricotta is naturally moist, it provides a small hydration boost, another quiet but important advantage for anyone over 60. Let's bring that to life with a simple story. Marjorie, 66, used to avoid most cheeses because she thought they were too heavy, but when her dietitian suggested she try a few spoonfuls of ricotta, in the morning instead of her usual toast with jam. She gave it a try. Within weeks, she noticed fewer mid-morning crashes and a more stable mood throughout the day. She didn't feel bloated or sluggish, just comfortably full, calm, and steady. That's because ricotta isn't just high in protein, it's balanced. It contains both fast-digesting whey and slower casein proteins, which means it nourishes muscles both immediately and over time. This slow and steady effect helps older bodies maintain strength even during periods of lower activity or reduced appetite. Another beautiful thing about ricotta is its versatility. You can enjoy it sweet or savory. For breakfast, try mixing it with a drizzle of honey and few fresh berries. It's like a soft yogurt, but with more protein and less sugar. For dinner, spread it on whole grain toast with sliced tomato and olive oil. It feels indulgent but supports your health in quiet, lasting ways. If you're watching fat intake, choose part skim ricotta. It has nearly the same protein content as whole milk versions but with fewer calories and less saturated fat. And because the flavor is mild, it pairs effortlessly with herbs, fruit, or vegetables, no extra salt needed. So why does ricotta earn the number 2 spot on our list? Because it's gentle, nourishing, and deeply compatible with the way senior bodies process food. It doesn't overwhelm your digestion. It doesn't spike your blood sugar. It simply supports steady, graceful strength, one creamy spoonful at a time. Here's the bottom line. Ricotta isn't just for pasta or pastries. It's a muscle builder, in disguise smooth, soothing, and rich in the same kind of protein that helps athletes recover. For adults over 60, it's a smart, comforting way to get the strength you need, without the heaviness you don't. 1. Gruyere, the protein king that beats eggs. And here we arrive at number 1, the true protein champion of the cheese world. Gruyere, elegant, golden, and slightly nutty. Gruyere is often known for its role in French onion soup or fondue, but behind its refined flavor lies an astonishing secret per gram. Gruyere contains more protein than eggs, chicken, and even most fish. That's right. A single ounce of Gruyere delivers roughly 9 grams of pure protein, along with calcium, zinc, and vitamin B12 nutrients that older adults often fall short on. It's one of the most nutrient-dense cheeses on Earth, and a quiet ally for maintaining strong muscles and steady energy after 60 DC. Here's why it matters so much. Muscle loss after midlife doesn't just affect strength, it affects everything. Balance, posture, metabolism, even immune function, all rely on healthy muscle tissue. And yet, many adults over 50 don't eat enough high-quality protein to slow that decline. Gruyere helps change that. Its protein is complete, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. But Gruyere doesn't stop there. It also provides a remarkable mix of nutrients that work together. Calcium and phosphorus help strengthen bones, while vitamin B12 supports nerve function and mental clarity. According to the National Institutes of Health, B12 deficiency is common in older adults and can lead to fatigue, weakness, and brain fog. Just a few slices of Gruyere a week can help close that nutritional gap naturally. Now, here's where Gruyere truly stands apart. It's dense, yet surprisingly digestible. Because it's aged for months, sometimes even a year or more, most of the lactose is naturally broken down. That means even people who usually struggle with dairy often tolerate Gruyere well. The aging process also enhances its umami flavor, so a small piece feels satisfying, helping to control appetite and prevent mindless snacking. Let's make that real. Daniel, age 70, had started skipping lunch because heavy meals left him tired. His daughter suggested something simple: a slice of whole grain bread, a thin layer of avocado, and 2 small slices of Gruyere. It became his new routine, light but energizing. Within weeks, he noticed a difference. His afternoon walks felt easier, and his focus returned during his woodworking projects. It wasn't a diet or a supplement, just smarter protein, delivered in a form his body could truly use. Of course, moderation is key. Gruyere is rich, both in flavor and in calories. But the good news is, you don't need much to feel its benefits. 1 or 2 thin slices about an ounce provide the same protein as an egg, but with added minerals and longer-lasting satisfaction. Pair it with fresh fruit, steamed vegetables, or whole grains to balance the meal. For the healthiest choice, choose authentic Swiss Gruyères AOP naturally aged, with no additives. The real versions are lower in sodium than many processed imitations, and their nutrient profile is far superior. So why does Gruyères take the crown? Because it embodies what the aging body truly needs: dense nutrition, slow digestion, and lasting satisfaction. It's not just a cheese, it's a quiet symbol of balance, strength, and enjoyment. Here's the bottom line. Gruyere is proof that eating for vitality doesn't mean giving up flavor. For older adults, it's a small indulgence with big rewards, helping muscles stay firm, minds stay clear, and meals feel joyful again. And there you have it, 5 extraordinary cheeses that quietly outperform eggs when it comes to protein power. Each one brings its own gift. Cottage cheese hydrates and nourishes gently, a soft friend for digestion and energy. Parmesan strengthens in small, flavorful doses, proving that even a sprinkle can support your muscles. Swiss, with its calm and balanced nature, soothes the gut and helps your body absorb nutrients more easily. Ricotta comforts, rebuilds, and restores its light texture, wrapping your body in calm nourishment. And Gruyere, the quiet king, stands tall at the top, rich in strength and deeply satisfying in every bite. But this isn't just a list of cheeses. It's a reminder that nutrition after 50 isn't about restriction or complicated diets. It's about rediscovery. It's about learning that the foods you already love can continue to love you back, if you choose them with care, because your body is still listening. Your muscles, your heart, your energy, they still respond when you give them what they need. So maybe the next time you open your refrigerator, pause for a moment. Look at that simple slice of cheese not as a guilty pleasure, but as a small act of strength, a daily ritual that keeps your vitality alive, your mind clear, and your spirit nourished. If this message spoke to you, remember to like, share, and subscribe, not for the algorithm, but to keep spreading hope, strength, and the joy of aging well. And as always, if you have any concerns about your diet or health, talk to your healthcare provider before making changes. Stay strong, stay curious, and most of all, stay vibrant, because vitality has no expiration date.